You're getting the evil eye right now. All right, welcome to SRSM! Are you guys ready to have a good time? All right, we're really excited to have you here tonight. We're going to have so much fun. We're going to hear from the Fiji team. For those that went on the Fiji missions trip, you may have contemplated at some point in your life going on a mission trip like that. And so we're going to give you the lowdown in terms of what goes into going on a trip and what's involved. And maybe someday during your high school experience or during your early college experience, you may want to do something like that. So we're going to give you guys an opportunity to ask some questions a little later and some different things like that. But before that, we're going to play a few games with everybody. The high school are going to be playing Gaga Ball in Surf City. And the middle school, you guys are going to be playing Zombie War, all right? And then how many of you guys like tacos? All right, so at the end tonight, we have Walking Dead tacos. Walking Dead tacos in honor of our zombie apocalypse. Are you not excited about Walking Dead tacos? You don't? All right, well, for you, it's not Walking Dead tacos, it's just tacos. All right? Does that make you more excited? James? Does it make you excited again? All right, way to go. He likes tacos. Okay, guys, so what we're going to do is go ahead and invite all of our high school students to head back to Surf City. All our middle school students, you can stay here. We're going to have instructions as far as what is happening. All right. We need 5 zombies. Who wants to be a zombie? If you, 1, 2, 3, and a couple of girls, who wants to be a zombie? All right, Faith, go ahead and put on a red jersey back there. If you are a zombie, go ahead and put on a red jersey if you are back there. Everybody else is a zombie. You don't get a jersey. How many we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. I thought we had. Was I looking for another girl? No, those are humans. Okay, humans, come on over here. If you are everybody else, listen up, guys. You're not going to know the rules, and it's going to make me angry. Come on, guys, come on up here, please. I'm going to explain the rules to you. All right, right there. You each get your choice of 2 guns and unlimited ammo. The ammo is going to be right here in the middle. All right? Listen up. If you are not wearing a red jersey, that means that you're a zombie, and you're going to start at the edge holding the wall, okay? And they're going to have 2 Nerf guns, and they have Nerf darts. And what they can do is shoot you as a zombie before you tag them. If you tag them, they've got to take off their jersey and leave it in the center, and they go back, they count to 60, and then they're a zombie, all right? If you get shot and you're a zombie, then you go back and you count to 60 at the wall with your hand on the wall. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you count to 60, okay? All right, and so it's kind of a little bit of a time game to see how long the humans can actually survive. All right, so it's a little bit of a time game. So I'm going to get this team of 5. I'm going to start a timer, and we're going to see how long that they can survive in the middle. So zombies, you can pick out humans, you can pick out your 2 guns. These are humans with the red jerseys. Everybody not wearing a jersey, you are a zombie, and you just need to stand up against the wall somewhere. Your object is to try to tag them before they shoot you. All right, so your job, zombies, is to tag them before they shoot you.
Can we run, or do we have to walk?
Oh, no, you can run. Absolutely, you can run. You can crawl, you can sneak up on them, you can do whatever. And you guys have to stay in the middle. All right? Humans, you have to stay in this section of chairs. Okay, you get 2 guns. And I recommend you work as a team as much as you possibly can. Humans or zombies, I recommend you guys get all around the room so that you guys can hit them from all angles when you start running in, not at one angle. All right? We're going to start in about 30 seconds. So zombies, I'm counting on you guys. Hey, humans, if you leave this section, Hayden, if you leave this section of chairs, you're automatically a zombie. All right? If you get tagged, humans, if you get tagged, listen up. Guys, if you get tagged, you go against the wall, you count to 60, you come back as a zombie, you take the jersey off. All right? All right, get around. Get around. You can sneak up on them. You can do whatever. All right, we need the lights off for this. So just real dimly lit lights. Okay, zombies, if you get hit by a dart, then you are kind of on your honor system. All right, you just need to be on your honor and go and realize that you were hit. I don't want to argue that you weren't hit. All right, on your mark. Get set. Zombies aren't waiting for you. Go. All right. If you get hit, you got to put your hand on the wall and count to 60. Run and get them. Run and get them. You guys are running the wrong way, zombies. All you got to do is tag them. All you got to do is tag them. You guys, the idea is you run in at the same time. You can't shoot them while they're against the wall. Go in and get them. They're going to run out of darts soon. Come on, zombies, just run up and get them. They're not even shooting darts. Go get them. Are you hit? Just go tag them. Just go tag them. Just go tag them. Did you tag her? Faith, you got to go against the wall now. You're a zombie.
I got two. You're hiring me. I'm hiring out.
All right, I'm at 1 minute, 30 seconds. You guys go get them. Zombies, go get them. What are you doing? Are all you tagged? Faith, I know you can get them. Faith is going to sneak in. Sneaky. Oh! Did you get hit by a dart?
I got you.
All right, who is the last human alive?
I think Jordan.
Jordan, you get to stay. All right, we need 4 other humans. They lasted 2 minutes, 19 seconds.
I did the most here.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Load your darts. You got about 30 seconds to load your guns. Zombies, what I need you to do right now is pick up any darts and put them in the bin. Zombies, pick up any darts and put them in the bin real quick. 30 seconds. You're going to be a human next. Okay, that was 2 minutes, 19 seconds on that team. James, that's your team. You remember your time. Yeah, they could throw them at them. I don't know if it'll do any good. 2 minutes and 19 seconds. Get against the wall. Oh, pick up darts. Pick up darts. Pick up darts. All right, humans, you guys ready to go? All right, we're going to start the timer. Zombies, I recommend just man, you guys can rush in and get them. You guys are too much at the walls. All right, ready. On your mark. The lights are going down. It's time for Zombie Town. Zombie apocalypse. Go! Maybe just a little bit of the overhead lights. Just a little bit. They're on the wall. You can't shoot them. They're safe. Calvin, you have to be honest. You didn't get hit? Oh, Sebastian. Did you touch him before you got shot? Okay. Calvin, if you're not honest, you're not going to play this game anymore.
Greg, they think that touching the wall makes them safe.
Yes, touching the wall makes you safe.
No, only if they're out.
If you're out, count to 60. You can touch the wall and not be hit. All right, zombies, you need to rush in and get them. Sneak up underneath the chairs. They'll never see it coming. Oh, Calvin, you missed him. What happened? Count to 60, Calvin. Girls, zombie apocalypse. You got to go get them. Oh, now they're getting smart. I'm at 1 minute, 43 seconds.
You're not touching the wall. James,
What is James? I'm on the wall. Can't you see how hot
All right, zombies, you rush in together and get them. Shelly, did you get them? Calvin, I'm counting on you to get them. These guys are going way too long. 2 minutes and 20 seconds. It may be the best group of humans ever. Did one of our zombies get tagged? Shelly got tagged? Ooh, even I heard you get hit. James, why aren't you getting these guys? Oh, Lucas is a zombie.
you're out, kiddo. I just got you. Oh, okay.
Poor Lucas. I really liked him.
Lucas was a good human.
He was a good human.
Good job, Lucas.
I bet he'll be a better zombie.
Go get these guys. Go get them.
Everybody aim at Calvin.
You guys on the wall, man. You could get them. There's no way you could get all of you. There is absolutely no way he could get all of you. Nah, they got you. James, they got you. Get him. No, you didn't. They got you, Sebastian? They got you? All right, the only 2 humans left. Zombies, you got them in numbers. Go get them. Out! Jordan's out. Oh, no, Jordan, I guess you're still in. Oh, they got Jane. All right, Jordan, are you the last human again? All right, you get to stay in. Okay, so there are 3 minutes and 50 seconds. We need 4 brand new humans, people that have not been humans yet. Have you been a human? Have you been a human? Girls, do you guys want to be a human? Go be a human. Be a human. Jordan is the only human. He's like the, who's the guy on The Walking Dead that? Rick. He's like Rick. He just survives. He's a survivor. Hey, we need four humans. Didn't you guys say you want to be a human? Rosanna, Dana, have you been a human yet? Have you been a human yet? Come be a human. Who hasn't been a human? Where's Haven? Haven. Haven or Maddie? Have you been a human? Come be a human. Okay. I bet these girls last longer than anybody. All right, Jordan, you got to tell them what's up since you're the expert. All right, we're going to start in 15 seconds. Zombies, what I need you to do is pick up the darts real quick. Boys, I want you guys to pick up darts. Hey, James, Jack, can you pick up darts real quick as zombies? Pick them up. I find these darts weeks later. All right, we're starting in 10 seconds. Zombies, pick up darts as much as you possibly can, please. Put them in the bin, the dart bin. No, you don't have the fine motor skills for that. Make sure those go in the bin. All right, humans, are you ready? You got fully loaded guns. Zombie apocalypse. Zombies, are you ready? Are you up against the wall? So if you get hit, you go against the wall and you count to 60. Faith, you're an expert at this. Tell them how to be a zombie. All right, here we go. Go. Go get them, zombies. I don't know why is anybody sneaking up underneath those chairs. They'd never see it coming. Jackson. Go against the wall and count to 60. As a zombie, you have to play zombie fair. Oh, that's a good idea. Look out, look out! All right, Haven, you're a zombie again. You didn't like the human stuff? Man, Jordan. Sebastian. Did Sebastian get shot before he got Rosanna? I think he got shot before. I think he got shot before you got tagged. Jordan, did you save Rosanna Dana? All right. All right. Good job, humans. You're a minute 23. You're beating James, James is embarrassingly. James is Look out! Here comes. Oh, good. So close, Lucas. So close. Come on, zombies, go get them. Zombies, go get them. Oh, good shot, Sarah. A headshot to Calvin. Oh, wow. Look out! Oh, Sarah, you can't turn your back on a zombie. Well, I really liked Sarah. She was a nice person.
Wait, is Jordan the last one again?
Jordan, are you the last one? All right, everybody, come get Jordan. Get him. Oh, even Jordan got killed. 2 minutes, 23 seconds on that one. 2 minutes, 23 seconds. You guys want to go one more? All right, who wants to be a human? Who wants to be a human? One, you five? You five. Huh? You six. All right, go ahead and be in. But now, Cassie and Jeremy and I are going to be zombies too. All right, zombies, pick up darts. Yeah, there is. There's red jerseys. Can we get a red jersey for Lucas? Pick up darts, zombies.
I need a jersey. I'm much better off with just one gun.
There should be a jersey out there for you.
I'm better off. I probably have one in your pocket. That's not fair. Lucas, put one in your pocket and then once you run out.
All right, zombies, we're going to get them because all of the adult leaders are going to help you this time. On your mark. Zombies. Zombies, come over here. We're going to huddle real quick. Okay. As soon as I say
Microphone.
as soon as I say go.
James shot me.
All right.
We can hear you.
Try it again.
You have to go get a jersey over there, Bubba.
He doesn't have one. There's not another.
Why are all of you guys... All right. Go get one quick. We're almost ready.
No.
Sure.
No.
All right. Here we go. Zombies, are you ready?
No.
On your mark. Get set. Wait, I'm against the wall. What are you doing? On your mark.
Wow. Very mature.
Get set.
I got past Craig.
Go!
Against the wall.
Got him.
Ah!
Against the wall, you can't shoot me.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, we need everybody. Well, how long did they last?
I never died.
All right, we need everybody real quick to pick up all the darts, please. Good job, humans.
I didn't die ever in that round.
Pick up all the darts, please.
I just want to say
My gunshots were on.
Pick up all the darts, please. Put them in the dart bin, please, so we're ready for our next Nerf war.
They're already hazers.
Man, I got like 3 of those humans out, made them zombies. You were that one? Again? Good job. Calvin, I got him out first and made him cry.
What? You got me off first?
Huh? No, someone else did. I slipped on you? Are you okay? Did it hurt you? What? I think it would hurt if I stepped on you.
I got hurt.
You got hurt?
Yeah, she fell.
I'm so sorry. All right, did everybody pick up all the darts? Are all the darts picked up, please? Welcome back, high schoolers. How was Gaga Ball? Again? Who won? Nobody likes you, Taylor. Where's he at? Hey, he keeps winning at Gaga Ball. All right, guys, what I need you to do is we're going to invite our Fiji team to come on up, please. So we've got Aiden Miller, Hannah Durkee, Cassie Durkee, Carter Cunningham, Abby. I was looking for you, Abby. You didn't have the shirt on. It threw me off. And Taylor McKee. All right, to get you guys prepped, we have the video that we showed this morning, but some of you guys didn't get an opportunity to see it. And we're going to go ahead and show the highlight video real quickly. So go ahead and you have that video? It's in the first video in my sermon slides. Here we go. Let's watch it.
Just within even like the first day stepping out of that airport, it was like you're in a whole new world, and like to see God's people from all around the world, to see how they worship Him, it's just amazing.
You know, we're working for God, but at the same time working in their village and just spreading the word. And that's something that has just been a part of this trip that, you know, just really, really, really has touched my heart and is just forever changing me.
Just like to be able to be more generous and like kind as they are, and like just know that everything I have I'm extremely grateful for, and like be able to help as much as I can.
I've been moved a couple times. It's been good to pray for the people and to talk to them and lay hands on them, and you know, I'm looking forward to doing more of that as the week goes on.
You know, once in a lifetime experience for me, and at 67 it may be the one and only mission trip that I might go on, and I'm so glad that I said yes when Christy Durkee asked me to come.
I now not only think that I want to go become a pediatrician and help these kids, I don't just want to help these kids, I feel like I need to, and I feel like it is now my calling. And so it just totally changed me for the rest of my life.
Just like 2 days ago, we had a person on our team give a devotion about God's timing and God's will. The fact that God used someone on our team to speak about His will, then to remind me about that message so that I could speak to a lady dealing with a tumor on her head in Fiji. It's indescribable.
My prayer life has gotten way better. You know, I've seen like lots of miracles like right on the spot, like all of a sudden someone's back's healed, and it's not a coincidence. And like that doesn't happen all the time, so it might not happen like right in front of you, but I believe like for everyone who didn't get healed like on the dot, like they're gonna get healed down the road.
I got to watch as people from our church, people from our youth group, led Fijians to Christ, and those Fijians ran to the village and told people about the impact that Jesus had on them back in our medical clinic. And at the end of the day, we saw over 40 Fijians give their hearts to Christ for the first time.
I think Fiji has changed me a bit, yes. Like, I've done a couple of medical cases with scabies and an abscess on a man's neck. It's just been a wonderful experience being here in Fiji.
A lesson that I would like to take back is that not everything is like the U.S. and not everyone has what we have. So I'm definitely blessed to have the things that I have in the U.S.
Spiritually, I'm just excited. Love the people and the culture. Love to see how they're pursuing the Lord and love the Lord. And it's exciting to come alongside them and just to love on them and just say, we're here with you, we support you, we're praying with you, we believe in you, and really love the country. So.
And the one thing I want to tell all the parents at Shadow Rock Church is the kids at Shadow Rock Church have rocked this mission. I sit at the adult table with some of the leaders, and they have nothing but compliments for these kids.
Walking hand in hand, step by step.
Banaka.
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 Banaka Bakalelu.
Banaka.
Banaka. Done. Those. Yep.
By beat, breath by breath, walking hand in hand.
All right, we'll get all our Fiji team up here. Taylor, come on up, bub. So, you want a Gaga ball again? You didn't win at Gaga ball? Oh, you did win. All right. Go ahead and have a seat there if you can, and we've got a couple of microphones. We're just going to go right down the line, and you guys can talk about, what was your main highlight from this trip. This trip cost how much money? Over $2,500. So a lot of people heard that number and they're like, well, I can't go. But each one of you made it happen, so maybe you could talk a little bit about your fundraising experience too. So who wants to start? You guys know how to turn those on? Should I get my grandma to come in?
The red mic? Ooh, buddy.
Repeat the question. No, I'm just kidding. For fundraising, I guess, it took a really long time for me. I don't know. I just finished, I guess, and when I first heard the number, I automatically thought I couldn't go like Pastor Craig, and then God just kept opening doors and stuff. So it's you guys might see stuff in your life where you don't think you can do it, but then God does miracles. So don't let any number ever discourage you guys, I guess.
I fundraised by writing letters to family and friends and telling them about what I was doing and asking for prayers, but also putting it out there that if they felt on their heart to donate, it was tax deductible. So, so I sent out letters, and I hate asking for money. I hate receiving something that I didn't feel like I worked for, but I've also realized through this that people want to be a blessing, and if say you're in a career where you can't take off 2 weeks, but you want to see God's kingdom done in a country that is far from us and you can never go, a lot of people would give money because then it's kind of they're able to go make a difference in a way. So I had several people give money to me that were kind of serving by giving money so then I could go serve. So it was a really cool, seeing people be generous and be moved by God to donate.
You guys would be really surprised, by the amount that people give or the amount of people that do give. I know, I felt like certain people that just I felt like even when they're on hard times, they just feel like they're investing into your life, and they are. But and I also hate asking for money. I absolutely hate it. But when you do a GoFundMe or something, people see that. And if you put it on your Facebook, people look at that and they really want to give. And being a teenager, going off on what you said before, how there's people out there that have careers and stuff and they can't really take 2 weeks off. As a teenager, kind of up throughout high school and college, definitely a time to go on a missions trip because you do have time in the summer. This is the opportunity to go, and it really is life-changing. And so I would recommend, if an opportunity comes up next year and you feel like doors are opening, take the chance, for sure. It's the time.
I posted it on Facebook, and It took a long time, but God provided the money.
How many of you were nervous that the money was not going to come in, and it just took like a huge leap of faith? All of you? Why don't each of you talk about the main thing you felt like God did uniquely in and through your life on this trip?
All right, so before I left for the trip, I had just like this idea on my heart, and I just wanted not only to see great things happen in Fiji, but I also wanted to see amazing things happen back in the desert while we were gone. And we've had, an experience that my sister could share after me, maybe, just within our family from when she went on a missions trip last time that sparked that idea. And I got a few text messages from my mom that, things were happening in the desert that we didn't think would be able to happen. Like some friends that she's known for a couple years are now like saying yes to going to church. And there's just things that you like wouldn't expect out of the blue, but to hear that while you're off in Fiji and feeling like tired and like really like, working through a lot of things, it's like such a good reminder to like know that things are happening back at home.
Yeah, so what Hannah was alluding to was when I went to Fiji the first time, it was my senior trip after graduating high school. And while I was there, God told me to pray for a family member who was struggling with alcoholism. So I prayed. I was like, okay, like it wasn't a big spiritual thing, but I was just like, all right, God, I'm going to pray. I'm going to trust you in whatever you're doing. And when I got home, I learned that the family member had checked themselves into a rehab center, and God had just gotten a hold of their heart. They started going to a church. It was just really, really incredible because that wasn't anything that had started before I went to Fiji. So the same lesson that I learned then, I learned again this time over. The same God that cares about us here and does stuff in our lives here is the same God over in Fiji, and he can do things from Fiji and America. And it's just like God isn't in one place. God isn't wherever Cassie Durkee is. But you kind of like, it shocked me that like he is so big. Just realizing that for myself. And the other thing I learned in this trip is that God is my provider for everything. Like I can never rely on people in the way that I rely on God. And that's just really, it's given me such a relief from anxiety being able to just turn to God no matter the situation, even when other people aren't able to be there for me. So I really got a lot out of this trip. I loved it.
A big thing that I got out of this trip was, it's got like, I don't know how to explain it, but so I was in the prayer group, and then over there, all we do all day is just like pray for people. Like boom, every single, like there's like sometimes there's like 150 people, and we just pray for them all. And it's like, at the end of the day, I was like tired, and and I went in there thinking, and this was like before, like, all right, I'm gonna see crazy stuff happen right now. And then like I kind of said it in the video, like I might not see someone get healed right on the dot. Like I might not see someone, rise up from the dead or something like that. But like it doesn't mean it's not gonna happen down the road. Because sometimes like God uses you, and then their harvest happens later, I guess. So like. It was just really impactful on my life because now I'm not just praying for God to like do something right now. I'm praying for God to just work through me, I guess, Yeah, and people were like, sometimes that's his will and sometimes it's not right now. And it was a big trust step, I guess.
So for me, I was having a conversation with a lady who had like 5 kids, and she was just saying like life in Fiji is so easy. And, like, even if they don't have money, they have Jesus, so they still live. And, like, that was, like, that's how we can live here, too. It's, like, not the materialistic things that matter. It's, like, as long as you have Jesus in your life and, like, you're serving him, that's all that matters, and you'll live an easy and fun life, I guess.
I was put on a first aid station and in lab, and I was treating these people, and some of them had, a lot of them actually had low-grade infections, probably most of them, but a lot of times it's just a thing that happens, but sometimes it's a lot more severe. Well, when I was there, I felt like my calling was cemented. It was something that I thought was my calling, but it made me a lot more sure of it to go into medicine. But when you're out there, you don't have your phone really. I mean, you have it, but there's no internet, and you're sleeping on the floor. You get really tired. You take cold showers, the coldest showers ever. I was freezing, and it's hot, and you get bug bites, and it's like just as Cassie said, it's the same God there, same God here, and God can speak to you here the same as he can speak to you there. But when all the distractions are gone and a lot of the things that you take for granted are gone, it's a lot easier to hear his voice. And so that's why when people come back from mission trips, a lot of times they're like, God spoke to me. It's because they're finally listening. And so if you're not there, you can always listen. But for me, I felt like God was telling me, okay, this is where you need to be.
Fantastic. You have something to say, Taylor?
I got to see how they live. They're all one big family. Like in a village of like 100 people, they're all related. So that was pretty cool. And they were cannibals a while ago. They just changed in like March. No, it was like 100 years ago, but anyway, 200 years ago. But it's cool to see that all they need is family and God. They don't need anything else that we have in the U.S. So that was pretty cool.
I have something super quick. I thought of it. Well, Aiden was talking about healing. One day we rolled up to a clinic and I'd had a headache for like 2 or 3 days. And it was just like that morning, it was to where like I'd sit up and like things would kind of start to go dark. And like any noise would just like is excruciating. And then I got like chills and like I could barely do my job. And just at lunch, I was like, all right, God, like if you want me to serve here, if you want me to do your work, I'm going to need your help because I can't do it. And after lunch, I sat behind the prayer station for a while, like listening to them pray and also praying, but just like from my seat and stuff. And I just felt God completely heal me. And like I like sat up and they're like, hey, why don't you go do this job? It's a little easier. I was like, no, actually I'm fine. I know they need help here. So I went and I like ran a station all by myself. I had so much energy. I would like in between patients, I would just like run and chase kids. And like I ended up having the best day, but that was all just because of God. Like it was absolutely not me. So that was like the first time I had felt God's healing like in my life. And I was like, this is real, like he really heals. So sick. Not sick, healthy.
That's awesome. How many of you guys would encourage somebody else to go on a mission trip like this? And why don't just all of you or some of you share about why you would encourage just about anybody to go on a trip like this?
All right. So, like, I encourage you guys to go on a mission trip in your life. It was really life-changing for me. But a big thing, like, kind of like what Hannah said and Mr. McKee said this morning, like, there's missions that need to happen like La Quinta, and there's missions that need to happen in your house. And, like, sometimes it's just, well, I want the revelations that these guys had in Fiji. Well, like, what we basically did, we just kind of shut out the world for a little bit. So, maybe, I don't know, go in your room for an hour or something, just pray to God, just you in the Bible or something, and then revelations, like, this happen everywhere in the valley, It doesn't have to be 11 hours away or whatever. It could be down the street or in my house, So, like, yeah, dude, definitely. I'm not saying don't go to Fiji. I mean, that's awesome. But don't forget, like, God's the same God there as he is here. So I encourage that.
The reason I would definitely encourage people to go on a missions trip, especially as you're going to be entering college, and this is like such a formative, time of your life where you're going to remember, like senior prom, missions trip, like. But I would definitely recommend it just because of the culture that you experience. It's something like completely different than anything that you can get like back in the U.S. And through that experience, you're going to go into like your college or whatever environment you'll be going into with such a new open mind and acceptance to like other people and like seeing where they might come from. So as far as that side goes, I'd say definitely. And for your spiritual growth, like it just grows like leaps and bounds when you put yourself, It's becoming your own faith, not your parents' faith, and that's something super important when you're going to be, like if you decide to go to college and live by yourself, you're not going to have your parents there. So that would be something that'll put you definitely ahead of the curve.
Also, like, I would encourage you to go because, well, first of all, it's not like you just want to go because, like, you want to see different parts of the world and stuff, but, like, it's definitely a calling. Like, when you pray about it, like, when you're supposed to go and, like, that God will always provide, but also for, like, the culture shock is just so amazing to see, like, how different countries live and, like, how they all praise Jesus differently and, like, what he does in each country is so much different, like, how he provides for them and stuff. So it's just a really cool experience.
I kind of had a thought, like, relating to what Abby and Aiden kind of said. There's a missions trip that I was going to go on once to Ireland that I ended up not going on because I just felt God tell me that there were bigger things that he could do through me at home than there were in Ireland. I really wanted to go see Ireland. I wanted to experience that. My people are from there. But I realized that I wanted to go on that missions trip more for the travel experience than for the missions experience. So God just kind of checked my heart, and he's like, this one isn't for you. Keep praying, keep doing my work, my missions work in America. But then there's trips, like I've been to Fiji twice. I go to Mexico on missions trips all the time where God is saying, go. This is your time. You can do the most impact for my kingdom there. Go. I have big things for you there. So just be aware of what God's saying. Like Abby said, he'll tell you. Always pray about, always go, and he'll tell you if he doesn't want you to. It's really cool. Go on a missions trip.
And one of the things that we want to provide for you guys is an opportunity to go on a missions trip sometime when you're in high school or college. Before you're out of there, we want everybody to have an opportunity to go once. And so how many of you see yourself at some point perhaps like going to another country like this one or a missions trip that just to add value and help people as much as you possibly can, experience a different culture? Why don't anybody have any questions? Let me have one of the microphones, and you guys can use that one to field any question. Yeah.
All right. What was the food like there?
Don't even get me started.
Because I heard Hannah got sick.
Yeah. So, all right. So there's this thing called tuna potato curry. Doesn't it sound delicious? Yeah. Yeah, so that's a thing. Lots of bread. So if you're into that, like, you'll have plenty of bread. And honestly, like, it's not bad if you just bring, like a whole suitcase of snacks. You'll live. We all made it back fine before the plane ride back. So we went on this, like, excursion. Like, you have, like, a day off just so that you're, like, kind of rested before you go onto a plane. And we went on to this, like, boat ride excursion to go snorkeling. And we went to, like, the Castaway Island, and they fed us sausage on the boat. Yeah, cooked on the boat, made on the boat, and it just, like, no, I think it's the boat. Okay, there's sausage in the hotel. Yeah, don't eat sausage in general, but, like, lots of us didn't have that wisdom then, and so we just, like, downed this, like, sausage, and so it was not good. I almost didn't make it back on the plane. There was an incident right in front of the ticket lady, like right as I was getting on, just everywhere. Okay. But we're all good now. You see, Yeah.
I would like to say that the food was really good in the village. I loved the food. They actually feed you like kings and queens. I mean, you get so much food, and a lot of you know how much I can eat. I was like, there's so much food, and you have to eat the whole plate or it's disrespectful. So you have to eat as part of the culture. And luckily, Steve talked them into like having us serve ourselves, but usually they serve you. And like, okay, so you will get a lot of food if you ever go to Fiji. The food was great. I liked it. It was just repetitive, and that's why we're like, oh, tuna, potato curry. It's because we had it every dinner. And also, the sausage was a different thing, so don't worry about that.
Somebody else with another question. Calvin?
Do you guys have any funny stories?
Hate what is evil and cling to what is good. Romans 12.
You have a funny story, Taylor?
I mean, oh yeah, that is funny.
So there's this guy named Penn, and he's one of the translators there. And Penny? Oh well, he told me Penn. That's what I called him. Okay. Anyway, he was a military officer, and one day we were getting back from a clinic and riding on like the carrier thing, and he's like, once we get back, do you want to go play rugby? And I thought it was the field in the village we were staying at, but it was the village next to us, like a mile away. And so he took me up the trail and then through another trail through the forest for it was like a 10-minute walk. And I was too shy to ask where we were going. So I didn't know we were going for like 15 minutes. I was looking behind me just to make sure nobody like jumped out and grabbed me. But we finally came out to the field and we're playing rugby, so I felt good. And then he left and nobody else spoke English. And so he was gone for like another 10 minutes. And then, so finally it was like 6 o'clock and it's pitch black and we walk back. And we come around the corner and there was like a snack shop that we had gone to on Monday. So that kind of was like, I know where I'm at. But I didn't know where I was at for like an hour. And I was too shy to ask.
To add on to that, like our leader, we always had these like nighttime debriefs, and then he like passive aggressively like mentions, and don't go wandering off to other villages to play rugby. No one.
Sorry, it's quick. So Steve was like, do you guys have any questions? Steve is the leader. And Aiden goes, the first night, he goes, so like, if I have any free time, could I just like go outside and do whatever I want? He was like, no, you can't do whatever you want.
Okay, yeah. All right, so like, I didn't know my question like right off the bat. I just knew I had a question of that form. And so like, we're about to close and I had to like get this question out. So I'm just like, for like a minute or 30 seconds, I'm just like saying, like that for like so long. So I'm like, dude, I got to get this out. So I was like, dude, can I just do whatever I want? Like, and it just came out so wrong.
It was really funny. And then real quick, because Taylor made me think of it, one day Hannah, Aiden, me, and Dan found a Fijian. Like, we were on the beach and this Fijian just appeared and she was taking pictures of us and we're like, okay, she's super sweet, she is young. And then we were watching chickens and she kept following us around. And oh no, she didn't. No, it was just us four with the pigs. No. So we were hanging out with her and she was like, come. So like Taylor, we just started following her into the woods. And we go on a path that's this wide in the mud through the forest, and we're going way far from the village. And like Dan and Aiden start getting on alert because they're like, we don't know what's going on. And Hannah and I are like, where are we going? So we're like 20 minutes into the woods, and we start hearing a noise. And all of a sudden, we're in a clearing, and there's a giant like pit with all the village pigs in it. So we got to see all the pigs, and then she took us back, and it smelled terrible. No. Ask her later.
Chris accidentally, they told us, don't say that you like something. Chris Martinez said, wow, I really like those coconuts. And before he knew it, a little kid runs up this tree all the way to the top and starts kicking the coconuts down. And we're like, I guess we have to drink it now. They'll take the shirt off their back for you. It's insane.
All right, another question. Matthew V. The guy in the red shirt.
Thank you. I have one question for the whole group and one question for Aiden. How was the water there? And Aiden, did you lose any weight while you were over there?
Like the Fiji water. Fiji water? You haven't ever heard of Fijian water?
Yeah, so you know, like the bottles, yeah. While we were driving to our village, we saw like this like huge like cardboard printout of that bottle. Like we're just like riding on our bus, like, hey, what's that? Like, why is that there in the middle of nowhere? And it like was right next to a path, and so the tour guide, well, I don't know what he was, the driver, yeah. He was like, oh, that path leads up to the spring where they get all of the Fiji water from. And so we got to see that, I guess.
Hey, what I wanted to ask was, because you were teenagers going there, and I see there was a lot of younger children, and what percentage was kind of like the teenagers there? Were there a lot of teenagers that you could minister to there, or were they mostly just little children and older adults in that village that you were at?
Well, like, me and the guys, or the guys and I, like, we'd play rugby in the day with, like, little kids, and then when all the older guys got back from work, we'd play with them. So, like, the little kids, like, there was a little kid who was, like, a lot smaller than Calvin. He was, like, 13 years old, and I was kind of shocked. And then, like, so they're all kind of small, I guess. And then once the big kids or the adults come, they're, like, huge. It's like there's no gap. It's like once you turn, like, 15, you're, like, 40 pounds heavier for some reason. I don't know. So I guess it's like that.
We went to a different village every day to minister, so we had a home base where there were a lot of teenagers that worked with us as translators. So those we were able, I know Carter built really good relationships with them. A lot of us were able to form some relationships with the translators that were our age, but most of the days when we were in the villages, it was little children during the day because everyone else was at school, and then at the end of the day, there'd be like an hour or two where all the older kids would come, and we get to care for them.
We got time for just a couple more questions. Rosanna, Dan?
We lost 6 pounds.
What's a regular day in a Fijian village?
Lost.
Did you hear it? What's a regular day look like for a Fijian in a Fijian village?
Well, so you wake up with lots of bug bites. Yes.
Oh, for a Fijian, they don't get that.
Yeah, no, they don't get that. Then you take a cold shower and eat your plain porridge unless you put a lot of sugar in it. And then you play with the kids all day, unless it's a clinic day. Oh, for a Fijian? Well, they cook all day. Yeah. They really do cook all day.
They wake up really early.
Like at 3 a.m. they were out there.
Oh, and they go to sleep at, like, really late, too. Yeah, I mean, they wake up early, go to sleep late.
So everyone in the so everyone in the village has like different jobs, and so like one lady I talked to, she's really old, and her job was solely like waking up really early in the morning and cleaning all the like restrooms in the village and like doing something else. And then there was all the younger ladies and like, you know, kind of mom ages. They all did the cooking, you know, in the middle of the day, like every meal. And then yeah, so like anyone that cooked, they have to wake up at like 3 a.m. to like start preparing the table for us. They're like outside cleaning up until like 10, 11. Yeah. And so they're very hard workers. Like every single person's work ethic is just like, and energy. Their energy's insane. I don't know where it comes from, but yeah.
Now, is there lights and electricity and things like that, or when the sun goes down, are they kind of winding it down?
Some of the villages have generators, The one that I stayed at didn't a few years ago, but some of them bring in generators, so there are lights. But to the other question, the women do that village stuff, and then the men are mostly all farmers. So they'll wake up really early in the morning and farm.
Yeah, the kids.
And then they come home and are fed.
Yeah, the kids, they just go to school and then
Play.
Come back and play rugby, literally until it gets dark, and they eat. But on the weekends, the kids, they said they usually, they did it for us, but on the weekends they'll take a bunch of coconut leaves, dead ones, and they'll pack it all in and put a bunch of sticks and do a huge bonfire. So they did that both weekends we were there.
Fantastic. One more question. Who has a question?
I lost 6 pounds, Matthew.
I also lost 6 pounds.
Well, like, for the people who work hard, one morning I felt kind of bad. I woke up at like 4 in the morning to go to the restroom, and like I walked out this like lady working, and I'm like, oh hey, how's it going, or stuff, and she's all good, Vanaka or something like that. I'm like, you need any help? And like I'm half asleep, and I think she says yes, but like I just like I'm half asleep, so I don't know what she said, and I just keep walking to the bathroom, and like once I come out, like she's like staring at me, and I'm like, what's up? And I just kept going, and yeah, I felt so bad the next day. I was like so tired. Yeah. So like those people work outrageously hard, and they deserve a hand clap.
I have one more anecdote, like a funny story. So the men have kind of outhouse type bathrooms. So one day, Mr. McKee, ran after he got off the bus. He's the first one to shower. He called it. So he walks in, and like you can hear everything. So like a couple minutes later, or a couple seconds later, he's like, "There's a spider in here." The door swings open. We're used to bugs kind of at this point. Like, yeah, we'd still get freaked out, but it's not unusual. So we're like, okay. And then Dan walks over, and he's like always Mr. Macho Man. Oh, I don't care. And he walks into the bathroom, then backs out of the bathroom, turns around, and goes, "That's a spider." So I walk over, and I can only force myself to see half of it because it is so big. It was at least this long with its legs, thick brown, not hairy, but like a tarantula. And I back out. I start like hyperventilating. One of the Fijian women goes, "What's up?" And we're like, "There's a spider." She walks in. "Oh, good luck." Picks it up and tosses it into the bushes. That gave me a new way to look at spiders.
Like grab the moths and grab their wings and go, look at this moth. And then
Fling it at you, like
this
let
big.
go right in front of you.
go grab the crabs.
Oh. And they'll just look at you. It's
Yeah.
so crazy.
They were like, hey, look.
And then the crab's just this.
Magic?
It's crazy. One more question. Who else has a question? Julianne.
I don't know if I need the microphone though.
Yes, you do.
I saw you guys had like this dog in the video, and there were pictures of you with the dog. Who's the dog?
Bongo. We love Bongo. He was very good. He would come when called. He sat occasionally. He was owned by an Australian lady who just left for a while. So all the dogs aren't liked in Fiji because they don't serve a purpose. And there's only so much food for the humans, so the dogs never are fed. But they're usually little, and they're trained, or they live to catch rats and stuff. But Bongo was well taken care of because he is owned by an Australian.
They give them bones, like they'll eat like the bones and stuff, but they'll be like, get out of here. So they're really well behaved.
They respect you.
Where's a part of the world you might like to go if you went on a mission trip? Anybody? Australia? Where else? England? Where else? Dominican Republic? I've been there. Yes. Haiti? I've been there. What else? Is there a part of the world that you would like to see if you went on a mission trip? Haven, what about you? Where would you like to go if you went on a mission trip? You're not sure? Faith, what about you? Australia? You don't know? No one wants to go to Africa? Ireland? Dominican Republic?
I have a friend that
Czech
goes there. If you
Republic.
really want to go, talk to me, and I could send you on a missions trip there. There's a group that goes, and they're
Your
really
parents
awesome.
just got back from Czech Republic. Well, let's give a big hand to our Fiji team. Good to have you guys back. We're going to invite Christy to come on up. She's going to talk to you about some stuff that's coming up, and so that you can mark your calendars, and we'll help pass those out, Christy, for you.
Okay, so tomorrow we've got a lot going on. We have 5 kiddos who are going off to youth camp. Raise your hand if you're going to youth camp. Okay, wonderful. So we're going to be praying for you guys that you have an awesome time at camp. The white team will return victorious. Yes? And then at 8 a.m., how many of you guys are going on the beach trip? I think the McKees are going. I think someone said that you were. Okay. Okay, so those of you who are going to the beach trip, we're going to pull out at 8 a.m., so you might want to get here a little before then, and we'll be back by 10 p.m. And you guys bring your sunscreen, a towel, a sweatshirt, money for lunch. We'll give you dinner. Sunglasses, Carissa says. A parasol. Yes, okay. So that's what's coming up next week is after. So after SRSM, we're all going to go to Habit and Chipotle and all those fun places and hang out for a little bit. Next week. I know. You're ready. Aiden was ready for after. Loves after. Okay, so that's what we've got going on. Yes, ma'am. Campers need to be here at 1:15, and the bus is supposed to be here between 1:30 and 1:45. Afternoon. Good question, though, Mr. Miller. Thanks. I appreciate it. Anything else? You guys good? Golden? Okay.
Okay, guys, let's give it up for Christy. We also have a lot of really cool things planned on the next few weeks for SRSM night. We've got an escape room thing planned. What else do we have planned, Christy?
Maybe a trip to the pumpkin patch / corn maze.
It's coming up. And what during the youth service are we planned? We had some cool stuff planned for the youth service. I can't remember what it was. Park nights. We're going to do a couple of park nights coming up. So we could go to Germany and see Amanda. I just realized that half of these are different. So, nope. So people, you should have a front and a back. Who doesn't have a front and a back? Okay.
You guys just learned about the beach trip.
You have a front and a back?
You need a beach trip. Okay. Keep
If you don't have a front and back, let me know. You have a front and back? Okay. I think we're always going to the Newport Beach.
Balboa. Yep.
Okay, guys. Remember to invite a friend next week because everybody's life will be better with God in it. Calvin. Remember to invite a friend next week because everybody's life will be better. Good job. All right, I'm going to say a word of prayer for you guys, and then we have Walking Dead tacos, or if you're James, just tacos tonight. And we will see you next week. Lord, thanks so much for every single student that's here. And Lord, we just love each one of them. We just believe you have a plan and purpose for them. Thanks for bringing back all of our Fiji trip participants safe and sound, and that they had so many fabulous experiences. We pray that in the years ahead, that as we open up other opportunities, that a lot of students will be able to walk through that door and take that same leap of faith and make a difference somewhere in the world with a different culture. And so I just pray that we would recognize that you want to use us, that you want to allow our lives to bear fruit that will last, that really will affect eternal change. And so as we kind of head through the rest of our summer, I just pray that we'll have a great time together, and that we will use our lives and leverage our time and our talents to be the biggest agent of change that we possibly can. So bless each one of these students. We love them. Bless our food. Bless those that made it. And bring us safely back next week to SRSM. In the name of Jesus, amen. Let's have our adult leaders come back up here for our encouragement tunnel. No. We got to wait. Wait till our adult leaders get in place. Are all adult leaders in place? All right. I love you, my brother.
I meet with you, and my soul sings out as your